Manchester's a big, important city, has been for many years, and it built one of the grandest buildings in the city centre to say this is how important books are and learning is. And so, let's have a round of applause for Manchester and our amazing library. I meet young people who say, I'm not a reader, I play football, I'm a gamer, there's no books for me. And this poem is about the fact that there's a book for everyone. So put your hands up, please, again, if you fancy reading any of these books, grown-ups too. I've been visiting our library since, well, I can't remember, but I love to go and choose my books. So proud to be a member. So I read a book on wizards, Harry Potter maybe, and I'd really like to be one. My next book was on dragons. I'd really like to see one. Then I read a book on science, some scientists. I thought it was astounding. And my next book was spooky thriller. Set my heartbeat pounding. Then I read a book on history, horrible history maybe. I found it quite enlightening. My next book was a mystery. Found it rather frightening. Then I read a book on cricket. Any cricket fans? Yeah? I found it rather boring. My next book was on football. Some football fans. I felt like I was scoring. Meet people who play football. I'm not a reader. Read books about football. Read books, comics about football. Read books that help you improve your game. Then I read a book on aliens. I'd like to get to know some. My next book was on flowers. Some gardeners. I think I'd like to grow some. Then I read a book on baking. Any bake-off fans? Any soggy bottoms? And I'd really like to bake now. My next book was on reptiles. I'd really like a snake now. Then I read a book on fossils, dinosaurs, which became a new obsession. My next book was on pirates, which I finished in one session. Then I read a book on Minecraft, some Minecraft players, and it really helped my building. My next book was on coding, computers. Now it's something that I'm skilled in. Then I read a book on tennis. Now my backhand is improving. My next book was a diary. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Anne Frank. Found it rather moving. Then I read a book on guinea pigs, hamsters. We're getting one at home now. My next book was on Romans. I'd like to go to Rome now. Then I read a book on turtles, tortoises. I thought it was terrific. My next book was on Egypt. It was full of hieroglyphics. Then I read a book on manga, anime. Now I'm into animation, and my next book taught me French. Bonjour. Not very well. Now I can hold a conversation. Now I'm reading books of stories that are really meant for grown-ups. And I'm reading lots of poetry books. National Poetry Day, lots of poetry readers. And now I make my own up. St. Anne's, Ancoats. Give yourself a massive round of applause.